Fashion is a language that brings us all together. At the Street Style Interviews, we speak that language and we love to hear it too. I am Kolawole, and today we bring you in to one of the hottest labs where fashion is made, in an exclusive interview with the fashion mastermind. He is the talented creative director of Kola Kuddus and the current president of the Fashion Designers Association of Nigeria, Mr. Kolawole Yusuf.
Hi, my name is Yusuf Kolawole Kuddus. I'm the creative director of Kola Kuddus Culture, and I'm also the president of Fashion Designers Association of Nigeria.
All right, amazing. So, Mr. Kola, why fashion? Why did you venture into the fashion space? How long have you been in it, and how has the experience been like?
So for me, I feel like fashion called me. So I started my fashion journey as a student at University of Lagos in 2002. I remember a lot of my friends used to like what I wear, and it prompted me into fashion. So basically, I started out being a personal shopper, and I did that for a couple of years before I started designing my own clothes in 2004. So my first set of designing clothes, then I used to make just shirts. So I used to just make shirts for my friends in school and a couple of people that wanted it. And as at the time I was graduating from school, I decided to follow up what I would call my personal hobby of making clothes. So in 2006, I went to Nobel Afrique. So I did a diploma in dressmaking because I wanted to actually move myself in the right direction, just beyond me making clothes. In 2007, I went to London College of Fashion. I did fashion design and production. I went to Central St. Martin's in London. I did personal styling. And in 2008, I was back in Nigeria and I started my career full-time as a fashion designer in 2008. And up to present, we're still pushing.
We're still pushing. Amazing. That's really impressive. And to hear how many years you've actually been in the industry, that's very good. And the fact that you have both local and international, certifications and all of that, amazing. So to our next question, Afro-minimalism is a captivating fusion of cultural heritage and modern aesthetics. So how do you infuse your designs with both elements to create unique pieces?
So for me, I feel fashion is more about expression, and in everything you do, as fashion is an art, you always want to express. And for me, one of the greatest forms of expression is through culture. As a fashion designer, like I said, I started out making just shirts, and I know from shirts I started making pants, trousers. Then I was doing a lot of suits at the point. I was never into natives or cultural wear because I didn't really believe in it. It wasn't my thing, But as I begin to understand fashion and how fashion evolves all over the world, I realized that the best way to sell fashion was through culture. So if you look at the British, what are they selling in terms of fashion? They're selling the British culture in terms of fashion, and that's their own style of fashion. So if you look at the Americans, if you look at the Asians, so the Asians are not pushing suits or all these stuffs. They're pushing their cultural wear, and that's why they are where they are. So at a point in time, I realized I needed to move my fashion to be culturally infused, and that's how I started my traditional kaftan, and I started to infuse the contemporary feel in it. So because it's cultural, it doesn't mean it should be typical cultural, and it has to be of modern aesthetics. So I've been able to, move my typical or my traditional cultural wears, infuse my aesthetics, pick from Asian inspirations to make Nigerian kaftans, pick from American ideas to create my traditional kaftans, and it's giving me very sweet and interesting results. And for me, I'm a natural minimalistic guy. I like a lot of details, but in minimal proportions. So I've been able to infuse that and to make it international. not just being local.
Amazing. And I really like what you said, that fashion is more than just clothing. As a fashion icon in the Afro minimalist world, what advice would you give emerging designers who want to explore and also contribute to this captivating style?
So I'm not really sure if I'm an icon yet. So maybe I'm an emerging icon.
Okay.
So my advice for young designers that want to go into the fashion space would be, you need to be original, you need to be authentic, you need to read and learn from others, you need to understudy the people you want to be like, you need to pick your mentors right, and you need to be focused on the goal, because being a fashion designer is not a sprint race, but it's a marathon. There's a lot of learning to do along the line. Read fashion magazines, watch fashion TVs, look at the new collections people release every year, and learn one or two from it, and create and recreate yourself. That's my advice.
Amazing one. Create and recreate yourself. Awesome. Now, social media plays a significant role in the fashion world today. So how do you leverage different platforms to connect with your audience and keep them engaged with your brand?
Without a doubt, social media connects you to the world. And right now, if you're not on any social media platform, you're probably not in this world. And for fashion, like I said, is a means of expression. So social media gives you that platform to express yourself, to be heard, to be seen, and to be felt all over the world without unnecessary boundaries. So you can be in the conveniences of your house and reach out with your product to people all over the world. You can absolutely hold a fashion show in your sitting room and project it for the world to see. And social media gives you that freedom to express yourself without collecting visa. Like Wizkid will say, my music has gone viral without visa. So that's the way social media works. So it gives you that leverage to express yourself, either TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, so you have the privilege of expressing yourself, showcasing your talent, your creativity to the world, and that helps you to attract buyers, it helps you to attract followership, and ultimately create a community of people that follow your brand and want to be a part of your brand. And it also give you opportunities of meeting new people, sharing ideas with people, and possibilities of futuristic collaborations and all of that. So the social media is a limitless platform that can expose you both positively and negatively.
Awesome. Thank you very much. Now, fashion has fast become a powerful force. It has the power to inspire and empower individuals. So how do you use your platform as a fashion designer to channel this power and promote positive change in the industry?
So for me as a fashion designer, and in my own little way of impacting my world, especially the fashion world, one of the things I've been able to do over the years is to create a form of indirect mentorship for people in my space. So I constantly make sure that I'm able to give back to the society, especially my fashion space, encourage people and guide people in the right direction, especially when they need to make the right decisions or critical decisions about their businesses. And one of the things my brand has personally done is every year we take people off the street, 3-4 people off the streets, and we train them in fashion every year for free.
Wow.
And we make sure that after the training they get a job that can keep them afloat with us. And so for us, we feel like we need to also engage our community apart from the people that are in the fashion space. So we do our little bit here and there to communicate fashion and let people know that with fashion, you can build anything you want to build, and you can get to any level you want to do. So we do that through mentorship and community building. Sometimes we do free training for people here and there, and we definitely hope that our stories can also impact people positively to grow themselves.
All right, thank you. And then final question. The fashion space is fast growing and expanding. Now, as a veteran in the space with over 15 years of experience, what excites you the most about this influx into the space, and what worries you the most about it?
So I have a personal philosophy that if the industry grows, everybody will grow. But if the industry does not grow, there's going to be challenge of growth. So the influx of young designers into the fashion space is an encouraging one, and I usually encourage it because the more the merrier, and there's enough space for everybody to grow. So like I said earlier on, with the influx, it means there's more limelight to the industry. It gives the industry more opportunities and boundless opportunities. So now you have the likes of top banks wanting to invest in fashion. That's because of the influx of the people coming into the fashion. So there's more awareness for the fashion industry, and there are more opportunities coming in. And you have the likes of banks now having special fashion shows for fashion, having special fashion weeks, and even having fashion TV and all of that. So there's more light, there's more awareness for the industry, more opportunities are coming both locally and internationally, and it also gives us room for creation. So there's it's like a loud noise for the industry. So it's better, the more people come in, the louder the noise, the louder the ovation, the more people are able to discover new designers, new talent, and everybody that is interested in fashion. I mean, they also have that means of coming in, knowing that okay, it's a safe space to come to express themselves and their creativity. So I mean, it's a good one. Definitely, everything that has an advantage also has its own disadvantage. So you have the challenge of people copying designs, people stealing designs, people not following the rules, and which I feel is a normal phenomenon all over the world, regardless of what industry it is. But I'm very positive that the influx of the young designers into the industry is bringing in more awareness, which is very positive for the industry.
Thank you very much. Now, before you go, just as a parting word of encouragement, looking back at your years and your journey in the fashion space, what would you say is the biggest lesson that you have learned that can encourage someone starting out?
To be honest, I'm not sure of the biggest lessons I've learned from the fashion industry, but what I can say for free is the world in itself, the fashion space in itself, as you grow every day, you get to learn, and if you are able to make use of opportunities, and if you are able to tap into collaborations, partnerships, you will learn more, you will grow faster, and you can get as high as you want to be in the fashion industry. You can reach heights that you've always dreamt of.
You've heard it from the fashion veteran himself. You want to excel in the fashion industry, be true to yourself, create and also recreate yourself. Till you catch us next time on your screens, this is still the Street Style Interviews by the Fungi Miracle brand.